Kush's movie review.
Yes, welcome to Kush's Movie Review, the show where Kush reviews a movie. If you are watching the standalone version on YouTube, don't forget to click the subscribe button, get the thumbs up, and leave your thoughts in the comments about what you think about the review or what you think about the movie. This week's movie review is Sympathy for the Devil, a great movie about the Rolling Stones, about how they wrote one of the most iconic rock songs of all time. Go ahead, Kush.
Well, I wish that was true. No, that'd actually be a better movie. We are talking about Sympathy for the Devil. It stars Nicolas Cage and Joel Kinnaman. Joel Kinnaman is, you might know him as the newest RoboCop from 10 years ago that no one saw. And he
I
was
didn't even know
in the
they made
Suicide
another
Squad.
RoboCop.
They for some reason thought they needed to make a new RoboCop in 2014. It also starred Sam Jackson and Michael Keaton, but we're not talking about the new RoboCop. That is now the old RoboCop.
I googled that.
It's very forgettable. It was fine. It wasn't bad, but it's one of those things that, like, oh, you expect to see this on at 2 p.m. on TNT or some basic cable channel. Directed by a man I've not heard of, Yuval Adler, and written by another person I've never heard of before, Luke Paradise. Great name, by the way, Luke Paradise. Yeah, this is a very indie-rific movie, and it is a hard. Oh, excuse me, it's not even rated. It's quite violent, but not rated, and it's a whole 90 minutes long. Joel Kinnaman is your average Joe dandy. He kind of looks like Ned Flanders, even, and he is on his way to meet his wife at the hospital, who is having their firstborn child. Or maybe it's their second child. They're having a baby. And then, just as our man Joel is pulling into the parking lot of the hotel, Nick Cage jumps into his car with a big dyed shuck of red hair, and he's wearing a red suit, which looks great because they're in Las Vegas. So you're just like, oh, yeah. Looking stylish, Nick Cage. But of course, Nick Cage has a gun, and he instructs Mr. Kinnaman, keep driving. It's a lot of driving. It's a lot of talking. This is one of those movies where our antagonist, Nick Cage, is insisting that Joel Kinnaman is someone that Joel Kinnaman insists he is not. Is this mistaken identity, or is Joel Kinnaman a fraud? You have to watch the movie to find out. Otherwise, this released this weekend in the Netherlands. In fact, it was part of a Pathé Cinemas. They have a mystery movie night like what we have with Regal in the United States, where I was just like, oh, at 8:00 there's going to be a movie that even they don't know what it is. So I will check that out. It was this. I forget if I just said it or not, but this movie actually made its debut in the United States back in mid-July. And again, it's super indie-rific, so it just came and went. It's only okay. It's a very dry 90 minutes. It's violent, but the action isn't very exciting. There's a lot of tension. There are times where I was on the edge of my seat. I do want to know where this is going, but ultimately it's a little predictable. And for 90 minutes, which time length we're always complaining about, this should have been a perfect movie, but it felt a lot longer than 90 minutes. So 3 out of 5. I couldn't recommend you even pick this up on streaming. Like, it's okay. It's only okay. Nick Cage is good in it. What is Nick Cage ever bad in? I don't think anything. Joel Kinnaman is fine, but it's just, it's not spectacular. But I couldn't give you guys a second review on the Barbie movie. So there it is.
So is Nicolas Cage the devil? Or is that like a thing, like a spoiler alert?
It gets into this. I mean, they could both be the devil, honestly.
Ooh. I just looked it up. Apparently it's available now on Apple TV, but you have to, I don't know whether it says from $6.99, so I don't know whether it's
you would rent it for $7. Yeah.
Or is that like Apple TV costs $6.99 a month? Because I can't remember how much.
No, I believe that is the movie rental.
Oh, fuck that.
It'll be under the category of in theaters now.
Oh, and it's got the fella from Suicide Squad.
Yes, that's Joel Kinnaman.
Was that the guy who's claiming was in the RoboCop movie?
He's in the fake RoboCop movie. Yes.
Why didn't you go for Suicide Squad? More people know what Suicide Squad is.
I said Suicide Squad.
Did you?
You got hung up on RoboCop. Yes.
Maybe. It does kind of happen. Wow. That good, huh?
Yeah.
Look, I don't think we're even 6 minutes into this review, and you're like, yeah, it's all right.
It's fine. It's not a great movie. I wish if it was a worse movie, we'd probably be talking mad shit about it. Like it's very passable. Yeah. I wish I could say more.
What should we do now?
You want to guess a number in my head? No, number between 1 and 69.
Number 4.
No.
68.
Close.
Anyway, I guess that's the movie. Sympathy for the Devil is I don't know if it's still in this movie because it's like I say, it came out about over a month ago. It's available for rent. Don't bother, I guess. Wait for it to be. It'll be on something for free soon, I imagine.
If you need to see a new film with Nicolas Cage in it, this is it. But yeah, it's passable.
Or find Google RoboCop remake because that's what I'm going to be doing after the show because I have no idea that was even a thing. I guess that shows how good it was. Like, was it a full remake? Like, do you see
a full-on remake, a reboot remake?
Shot like 60 times in the dick, and then he
gets exploded in a car.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're getting the job done, but still, the beauty of the first one was like, oh, it's still alive. Still alive. Fuck. It was like, one more thing.
There's a really cool scene in the RoboCop remake where RoboCop is he's what is the word? It doesn't matter. He's trying to arrest the old man, Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton does that gimmick where he's like, Directive 4 says you cannot arrest a senior official of OCP, and then he pulls out a little remote control and he hits the button, and all of a sudden RoboCop's body just breaks apart, and all he is just a face and like a pair of lungs and like maybe a kidney, and he's like, see, this is how disposable you are. You're literally just a couple organs. That's it. It's a really neat looking effect, trust me.
And I'm sure is the punchline in the same, like where he gets fired or something, and then you're no longer a police officer.
No, they don't even do anything that clever or satisfying.
No.
I do forget how it ends. I'm pretty sure Michael Keaton gets killed because bad guy, but whatever. They definitely wanted to do more RoboCops, and it was just like, while the movie had come out during the Obama administration, it was written and produced during the Bush administration. So it's a lot of tropes about how we handled things in the Middle East and commentaries on that. And it's just like, it doesn't have any of the charm or humor or even special effects that the original 1987 RoboCop had.
There you go. Kush's movie review. RoboCop remake sucks. And
those are your words, not mine.
Sympathy for the Devil, 3 out of 5.
That's all, folks.